The Panther volleyball program has earned respect from D1 universities across the country. Not many programs have the tradition of excellence that we have here at UNI. Today on Panther Sports Talk, we sit down with the winningest coach in school history, Bobbi Petersen, who reminisces about 3 different teams that won conference titles, qualified for the NCAA tournament, and advanced all the way to the Sweet 16.